So welcoming all you beautiful humans for this deep dive in the darkest night of the year, heralding in that beautiful balance where the light starts to build and build and build each day. We sit here in these last 2 days of the solstice, breathing in the watery depths of our being. And for our yoga journey today, I want to start with a beautiful poem, a reading, to kind of set the tone for our deep dive. So this is a beautiful poem by a friend of mine named Gail Warner. And her book is called Weaving Myself Awake. So for those of you who are joining, please tune your instrument to receive with a deep breath. Receiving the solstice medicine. I want to search you, mystery, allowing my heart to anticipate you. In the midst of not knowing, you are close by and still nameless. You cannot be defined or packaged or fully comprehended. You leave so much room for discovery, so much room for unfolding. When I sense you, great mystery, I learn to listen to silence. I learn to listen to silence. I see traces, but not a full picture. I taste miraculous in every breath. You are beyond my senses, yet you permeate my senses. You are beyond my reach, and yet I touch you and know contentment. When I feel you, great mystery, my being stirs with expectancy. I imagine you are sending gifts, tiny provisions of delight. And so placing a hand on your heart and receiving whatever you receive from this beautiful poem by Gail Warner. And today, in honor of solstice time and the deep and the dark, I want to transmit and come through to you with the energy I received yesterday from the whales. And so I invite you to close your eyes. You can sit or lie down. And go ahead and exhale down into the deep blue. And as you inhale with your gills now, with your mouth open, inhale every gill open. Breathing with an open mouth. And then exhale, long, slow sound down into the depths of the deep blue. We're gonna do that 3 times, my friends. So your gills are open, you're breathing in with an open mouth. Breathing in buoyancy, coming to the surface. And exhale, a long, slow, flowing sound down into your deep blue, the watery depths. And again, inhale, open mouth, open through every gill. Breathe in your buoyancy. And then again, ha, long, slow sound down into the depths of you. And go ahead and begin to reach your fins, your very long, large side fins out to the side, and breathe in a way that expands your horizon. Breathe and expand, pulling up the depths of you while reaching out as far as you can on the horizon. Good, and now let the top of your head tip left till the left hand comes to the floor and that right fin is reaching up out of the water. Let your left ear fall towards your left shoulder. And take some deep breaths, letting that big fin graze into the sun. And bring a little movement in here. Notice how I'm bringing a very subtle, flowing motion into my body, into that upper fin. It's lifting up. Good, and now reaching up nice and wide. Again, breathing and expanding your horizon. Settling into your depth, deep blue as you exhale. Breathing into your buoyancy, open mouth. And as you exhale, the right ear just tips towards the right shoulder. You start to float over, right hand to the floor. And that left arm is like your left side fin. Mouth is open, you're breathing and allowing a ripple effect to wave through your body. Good, now use that left fin and reach up nice and wide, arms on the horizon. And then exhale, drop your hands onto your knees. We're gonna lean back on the hands and draw your feet in. Just give a little massage for your sacrum here, your tail. This is similar to how the cetaceans move, the whales and the dolphins. There's a ripple effect, a ripple movement. That's gonna be our theme for today. Good, and then I want you to come up so that your legs are in a little open seat here. You're gonna shift so you can see. So left knee is bent, so is the right, but the right foot's behind you here. And now we're gonna take a nice deep breath. Reach up that right fin towards the sky. And then as you turn and bring both hands to the floor, you're gonna use your body, undulating here, pushing into your hands. Your lower body is kind of reoriented towards a pigeon, and the upper body is an undulatory field. Yeah. Good. And then reaching back into your seat. Gonna come back onto your hands, and again, let your tail swish from side to side. Welcoming some energy flow in your tail, your low back. And then come into the other side. So right knee and left knee are bent, but the left foot's behind you. You're going to take a big breath and rise that left fin up towards the sky. And reach over till the hands are on the floor. And then begin to undulate and reach through your nose. Breathing a wave motion into your spine. Beautiful. Bringing that ripple effect through your torso. Good, and then lean back on the hands one more time. Swiggle your tail. And then we're gonna come low onto the ground. So come down onto your belly. Come low and down onto the belly. And just let your torso take a swing from side to side. The legs are grounded. Your breath is guiding you, reaching from the top of the head. Very strong tail. Your legs, your pelvis on the ground, the torso swaying. Good, and then exhale. Swing your hands forward, make a pillow with your hands, rest a cheek. 3 deep breaths. Allowing your belly to fill so that you reach down into the depth, deep blue depth. Resting and receiving, deepening your breath. Good, and then exhale, bringing the hands wide to the floor. You're gonna bend the knees. Fingertips are on the floor, the elbows are up. Just start with the feet. So windshield wiper the feet side to side. You can either have your chin or your forehead or a cheek on the floor. Just letting that tail motion side to side with the feet help your lower back open. Good, and then exhale, release the legs, keeping the hands on the floor. We're gonna use them now. And bend just your right leg. So bend that right knee. And now you're gonna extend the left arm straight out to the side. And on an inhalation, you're gonna lift the right knee, right foot, and bring it all the way over so the right foot stands on the floor. It's gonna roll you onto your side. Once you get here, bring your right hand close and then see if you can press down, lift your torso up, reach forward, and then slink back down low, ear to the ground, deep listening. Couple variations as you breathe deep into the spinal twist. You might want to reach that right arm forward. It's going to lengthen your side waist. You might prefer to express really wide open in your fins, your wingspan, and reach the right arm up. Or perhaps you want to tuck that right hand at your lower back and really open behind the shoulder blades. Go ahead and deepen your breath down into the deep blue. And if you want just a little depth of opening, you can do a little windshield wiper, a very subtle one with that right knee. It's going to give you a little rocking motion. And then exhale, dissolve the posture, and really slowly slink back, roll back, breathe yourself back to your belly. You're gonna make that pillow with your hands, turn your head the other way, and 3 deep blue breaths. Let your belly dig down into that deep blue underneath you. Let your body relax, reset, recalibrate through simplicity. And then inhale, bring your chin or your forehead to the floor, the hands out to the side. You're gonna go with the other side. Bend the left knee. And then you're gonna lift that left foot off the floor, extend the right arm out to the side, and roll over until that left foot comes to the floor behind you. Bringing the left hand really close so you can lift up, get a little longer, taller in your torso. Then slink back down, right ear to the ground, and listen. Deep breath. Breathing into this full body twist. You might want to extend your left arm. It's going to give you a longer side waist. Breathe. If you want a little deeper opening, perhaps you feel to lift that left fin up towards the sky. As you feel that right fin really expanding and pressing down into the deep blue. Or maybe you want to tuck your left hand behind at your hip and really open between the shoulder blades. Now, if you want a little extra depth, you can take a subtle windshield wiper motion with that left knee, just bringing in a subtle rock. Good, and then exhale really slowly. Let yourself unwind, roll back to your belly. Yes. And make a pillow with your hands. Turn your head the other side. And one more time. 3 big belly breaths. Allowing your body these pauses to sit in the stillness, to be in the great unknown, to be in this threshold where we're crossing the darkest night, the darkest time of the year. Breathing into the gifts and the medicine available when we go deep down into the dark inside of us. And we shed light and friendship through the warmth of our breath and our attention. Bring your hands to your sides now and really gently bring yourself into child's pose. The big toes touch and the knees can be a little bit apart, and just bow for your low back. bow your forehead to the ground. And again, bowing into those deeper, darker places, those shadowy realms that we all have within us. And bringing the warmth and the tenderness of your breath and your attention and your intention there. Just inviting with your breath and the warmth of your intention that any shadow areas that are willing and ready to come into the light of your awareness to be healed are welcome to now. And imagine yourself in this beautiful seed planted here in that darkest time of the year, planted in the soil, and begin to breathe and crack yourself open out of that seed with movement, with the slow movement forward to hands and knees, seeing and sensing yourself reaching out of that dark seed and into the more light-filled days coming as you reach up, eyes up, tail up, reach towards, and then exhale, dive down. And then inhale, rise up, chin up, breath up. Breathing into receiving. Exhale, dive down. Yes, twice more. Go ahead and breathe open. And tipping the tail up, going for a little more length, resetting the body in the classic downward facing dog. Yet bring that ripple motion that we've been playing with, that fluid, flowing spine. Inviting your spine to ripple and play and dance. Inviting the knees to bend and straighten. Inviting some sound to pour out of the mouth. And then take a walk and allow your feet to walk towards your hands, or you can walk your hands back towards your feet. And with the knees bent a lot, just allow your belly to rest either onto your thighs or close to. Give your head a shake. Give your shoulders a shake. Give your lips a shake. And plant your feet down really deep and take 3 full belly breaths, breathing into your own watery depth. And with the generous bend in the knees, we're going to roll up to stand. So let the tailbone reach down towards the ground and just slowly start to roll up through your spine. Coming all the way up. With your eyes closed, turn your palms forward. Let your palms light up, as well as the center of your heart. Take a deep breath. And settle into this now moment at a threshold crossing, this winter solstice. As you breathe here, I'd like for you to envision your future self standing in February, not too far off, sending you a broadcast symbol, creating a bridge between yourself right here, right now at this winter solstice, and your February self. And opening a line of energy of communication, breathing and receiving now from your February self. And as you breathe deep and really open with curiosity to receive any messages from your future self, feel your feet rooted in this now moment. And with an inhale of gratitude and thanksgiving, reaching your arms up, extending the bliss through your body by reaching up. And then exhale, dive forward. Bring your head down towards the ground in your hands. You're gonna bend the knees and crawl your hands forward until you're in plank pose. From your plank pose, take 3 full embodied breaths, imagining that you are the bridge that's crossing the threshold between winter solstice and the first part of this new year. Breathe deep and feel yourself as that bridge that's connecting between now and just into that new year. Good, and then exhale, lower down to the ground. Let your belly and your heart rest on the ground. With the full delight in your heart, reach up. Tail stays heavy, heart stays light, breath stays fluid. Eyes closed, again, visualizing, receiving, intending, sending and receiving blessings. And exhale, come down low. Tuck your toes under. Gonna use a little bit of strength in the body here. Tuck your toes under a lot. Press your hands down, lift your belly off the floor and hover and come back into your plank. Deep breath. And with the ha sound, hips high, head low, sound out. 3 deep breaths, resetting, downward facing dog. Breathing in, breathing out. The metronome of rhythm of your breath. Good, big fluid inhale, right foot comes forward between the hands. Let's take the left knee down to the ground. And with a big reach, right arm comes up, over, side, rising, reaching, pressing into the left hand, turning eyes up, turning the breath up. Good, and then come forward, come low and come forward with your hands. Press back, straighten the front leg, hamstring stretch. Take an inhale and press the right toes down, Or if you want a deeper stretch, peel the right toes up. Lengthen your tail, reach it back and long. Take your inhale and reach it forward and out and long. Breathing in and breathing out. Resting in the rhythmic repetition of your own breath. Good. Inhale, right foot back to the floor, bend the right knee, both hands inside of the right knee. Gonna wiggle that right foot wide on your mat. Come onto the pinky toe edge, that right foot, and pour your pelvis forward. Press into your hands. Look up. Little extra credit if you want to bend the left knee so the left foot is off the floor. Good, and then exhale, releasing the left leg. Crawling the hands on either side of the right foot. Press down, hips high, head low, sound out. Breathing in and breathing out. Resting in the rhythmic cadence, the welcoming mat of your own breath. Good, and then big inhale. Left foot gonna come through between the hands. Go ahead and drop that right knee on the floor. And then the left arm reaches up, making a big, huge arc. Right hand presses down. Left lung reaches up. Filling yourself with breath. Good, and then exhale. Round yourself forward until both hands are there, either side of the front foot. And then bend the back knee, bend the right knee, lengthen the left. Breathing here, pressing the left foot down into the floor. If you want deeper stretch, peel the left toes up. Come up on the fingertips, giving yourself a little more spaciousness. Reaching the tail out and back and long. Reaching the heart forward, strong. Breathing in and breathing out. Resting into that rhythmic friendship of your breath. Good, and then inhale, bend the left knee. Come back forward, low lunge. Both hands on the inside of the left foot. You're gonna walk that left foot wide. And then kind of peel over onto the pinky toe edge of that left foot. And then pour your pelvis forward. Hands are pressing down. Lift the chest and heart. And only if you feel really open in your legs and your hips, you can bend the back knee. I had to move my hands so you can see it. Breathing. Expressing openness in the body. Breathing into the tight places with an openness in your breath. And then releasing the right leg. Crawl that left foot back. Hands on either side, framing. Left foot, and now step back, hips high, head low, sound out. Breathing in and breathing out. Really long, deep blue breath. Breath that takes you down into the watery depths. Underwater, there's a lot of pause in the breath. So finding and locating where you can pause with the breathing in a relaxed way, as if you were diving underwater. Then exhale, bend the knees. Bring the knees to the floor. We're gonna cross the ankles and come all the way down onto your back. Come down, come low for some hips and some deep, watery breath. Circle, simple circle to start. Circle the other way as you send your energy into your low back, your tail, and your hips. And drop the feet to the floor. Let's take one hips high before we go into figure 4. So as you press the feet down, let a buoyancy come into the pelvis. Pelvis rises up. If you want to lace the hands under you for a little deeper shoulder exploration. And then open the mouth and breathe like you have gills everywhere. Breathing in and breathing out. And investigating where the natural pauses happen in your breath cycle. Gently releasing the arms, slowly rolling your spine down, one vertebra at a time, articulating through your spine. And the soles of the feet come together and the arms come up overhead. 3 breaths here, diving into the watery depth. Imagining you were diving underwater. There would be a gentle holding or suspension of your breath as you explored a new environment. Allow that memory or that recall of what it's like to suspend your breath in water, come into your breathing. Bringing in that curiosity of pausing the breath from time to time with a relaxed ease as you explore a new ecosystem. And now exhale, bring your hands to your belly. Bring the knees up, feet on the floor. Crossing right ankle and left knee. And dive into that figure 4. You can lace your fingers either on top of the left knee or, if it's more cozy, behind the left thigh. Just come right back into that curiosity of breath suspension. And coming up for air, how the inhale just supports so much buoyancy in the body. Resting into the base of your exhale where there's no breath for some time. And as you come out of that figure four, I want you to just feel what your body wants to do next. What's the counter stretch that your body naturally organizes as a reset? Just before we take figure four on the other side, allowing the body its natural reset. And then make your way feet to the floor, left ankle on right knee, dive into figure four. And before you go underwater, the natural tendency is to take a super deep, relaxed inhalation. So that you're able to allow the exhale to be super slow, almost imperceptible. Leaning in with curiosity, bringing the water wisdom into your breath teaching for today. Noticing what new territory or landscape you can uncover with this style of breathing. Where the pause between breaths is given as much importance, if not more, to the actual breath itself. Allowing those pauses to take you into your watery depth. And as you come out of that figure four, I want you to listen to where your body wants to go as a reset. Allow your body to shape shift, to reach in any direction it knows would help recalibrate. And hug your knees in one last time for our final integration pause. And releasing the legs and the arms. Releasing into the teacher of the breath, the teacher of the pause between breaths, and the teacher of solstice, the dark, the inward, the stillness. Notice your next exhale. Find and follow your next exhale down into your watery depth. And as you inhale, stretch your body to give more length to that beautiful inhale. Simply roll over onto your side, curling into a little ball. And using your hands to gently press up, coming into your seated posture. Resting your hands on your knees. And pausing for one more moment here to feel into that breath of life breathing you. And the teacher of the solstice, befriending the shadowy places, loving them into the light for healing and reconciliation. With that in mind, join your palms together in front of your heart, feeling the left and right hemispheres of your body join. And bowing to ourselves and each other, namaste. Thank you so much for joining today.